like watch them for you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you know at the Chuck E. Cheese you check your kid in and check your kid out?
Great. That's the way it should be.
It's like a coat check, but with humans.
You don't really need watching there. Just throw them in. Just make sure the doors are locked. They'll be fine.
I went to a Chuck E. Cheese party a while back. I mean, this was years ago, and I went with a buddy and his kid. And when you walk in, your kids get a bracelet and you get a bracelet. And you're not allowed to leave with the kid unless your bracelet matches the other one.
I like that.
And so parents just turn their kids loose, and then they're like, well, nothing. What bad can happen to them other than drowning in a ball pit?
I think that's right.
It's a coat check.
It's fine.
It's a little. I find it a little unnerving.
I would have no problem with it.
You're just like,
no.
Here, just release you into the rat's nest and see what happens.
I'm not watching him.
No, you're not.
He's having fun.
It's Chuck E. Cheese. So they have that here. You can check your kid into the.
So you bring your kids, and you throw them in there, and there's an arcade for them, and they have people that will hourly watch them by the hour.
I'll tell you what, the casinos think of everything.
Dude, that's a good idea.
All of a sudden, Rob's like, well, I don't have any kids, but if I did, can you check your wife in? You're like, honey, is there a place where you can drop your wife off and they like entertain her while you sports gamble?
They have a spa here.
That's what I kind of was wondering.
Well, they have the hotel side now.
Yeah,
and there's a pool and everything.
I wonder if you can just do that. You can get like a day spa pass for your wife, drop her off, drop the kids off at the arcade, and then you just kind of go do your own thing.
I was just talking to one of our fine listeners, Chris, about that very thing.
Yeah.
He's like, Isaac, I like to drink, I like to golf, and I like to gamble. My wife doesn't like any of those things. I'm like, well, that's why you're here, and I don't see her.
You know what that's called? That's daddy's out doing what daddy's going to do. That's what that is.
That's right.
That's window daddy time.
Well, we're currently watching tennis and racing.
Hey, it's your window daddy.
Which is kind of lame. But
that is that's not the best. Although
we're waiting for baseball to start.
You did point out that I don't know what tennis tournament this is, but we feel that the cameraman's a bit of a perv.
They all are.
Yeah, but he seems to be very focused on certain.
The derriere.
Yeah. And
that's okay.
Could be the director too. Lots of cameras out there. That's the guy choosing the
That's
shots.
true.
And
that's fair.
And there's a young ball girl that's running around in some short shorts. And boy, let me tell you, every time I look up, there seems to be a lot of attention paid to the little ball girl, and it's getting mildly uncomfortable.
Well, luckily we'll be able to turn that shortly.
We've got a little. Well, you can watch Micah Parsons' derriere. He must work out.
Now, I heard he's questionable tonight.
Well, he's dealing with that back, but he'll play.
Okay.
He got $47 million a year. He's going to play.
We have Packers commies.
Yes.
So you should come down here and watch it and grab a drink.
There you go.
At the new Tom's Watch Bar.
Yeah. And if you're wondering where it's at the old one. And you just
same thing.
Yeah. It looks very similar. We just have a new sign.
I did see that 2 offensive linemen are out for the Packers.
Yes.
They're missing their right guard and their left tackle, or maybe it's their right tackle and their left guard. I can't remember.
So, I mean, there's something to be just kind of.
It's not good.
No, it's not. You don't want to be down old lineman.
I feel like there's a lot of injuries early in the season this year.
I think there's
more so than normal.
I think there's a lot of injuries every season. This is like because less and less people are. I mean, training camps aren't what they used to be, and so I think you get a lot of soft tissue injuries. It's hard to get dumped into live bullets. So, yes, it does feel like at the beginning of the year there does tend to be a lot of these. And then you go through the season, and at the end of the year we get a different kind, and that's just the wear and tear. So, I mean, the NFL is an attrition league. I mean, half of being good in the NFL is just staying healthy.
There's no question. Football Outsiders talks about that, and they talk about how a deeper team is always performed better than a star-studded team.
Yes.
Because you just can't avoid it. You have to have depth. So I don't know what the Packers are plugging in.
Yeah.
But as a gambling man, I laid off because I don't like missing 2 offensive linemen this early.
By the way, the Packers, according to Pro Football Focus, the number 3rd ranked pass protection team in Week 1. So they did a really nice job against the Lions front. So, yeah, losing old linemen, especially when you lose 2, because then a lot of times I don't know what they're going to do, but a lot of times you end up shuffling guys. So you're down a right guard, so sometimes the right tackle moves in, then you put in a backup. So sometimes being down 2 spots can actually mean maybe 3 or 4 guys playing out of position, depending on what they want to do with it. So
I don't love it.
That can be an impact. And give the Commanders credit for, like, that's not an elite defense by any stretch of the imagination, but Dan Quinn has done a nice job in building that thing.
Yeah, they're really well coached, although they just played the Giants. And while I thought the Giants would perform better, they did not, and so maybe it's just that the Giants suck.
Well,
because I expected some regression from Washington.
Yeah,
but didn't really see that in Week 1.
Yeah, it's not. well, again, it's the Giants.
Yeah, we got to slow our roll.
And historically, I saw that Matt LaFleur against Dan Quinn, whether head coach or coordinators, Matt LaFleur has done extremely well. Dan Quinn has struggled against Matt LaFleur offenses. So just something to keep an eye on.
Well, I have another nugget for that. I was going to do so at 5 o'clock today, and then at 5:15, we're going to do segments called Bet the Board.
Okay.
Since we're at the sportsbook, and we don't do Rop in the Bank anymore.
No.
And we can explain why, but
there's enough people giving you their horse crap picks.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We'll explain that later.
Sure.
But I tend to be careful about giving any sort of pick.
Yes.
I like to talk about the games. I do like to bet the games, but who cares what I bet? I just have I have nuggets on all these games.
Sure.
But since we're at the sportsbook, I thought today we should go through the college board at 5 and the NFL board at 5:15.
I like it.
So I have little nuggies on a lot of the big games. Now, the one for the Packers that I wrote down, and I'll give it to you now since that game will start at, 5? Is that under Matt LaFleur, the Packers are 16-3 against the spread weeks 1 through 3.
That's tasty right there.
He's always come out of the gate fast.
Yeah, he's got a little Andy Reid to him. You give him extra time to prepare. And
they're 8-0 against the spread at home.
How about that?
How about that?
And this is at Lambeau.
It's at Lambeau.
The lukewarm tundra of Lambeau Field.
Yeah, what's the weather like out there?
It's not bad.
It's probably snowing.
I don't quite think
No.
so. No.
All right, well, hey, come on out, okay? Jake wants to see you. He's running our YouTube stream. He is the star of the show.
It's 66 right now.
And I should say a little public service announcement right now. There is a firewall issue getting our link up on the YouTube stream. So if you're watching YouTube, you're seeing a black screen, and Josh is out there working on it right now.
Yeah, I see him. He's on the phone and his computer, which means he's working hard.
Oh, yeah.
So we're trying to get the stream up for you, but it is not up currently. That is why.
Someone messaged in, you're going to take the lens cap off the camera?
It's off, morons.
Sorry about that.
By the way, you always see the engineers. They earn their money because if you see them sitting around, it means everything's going great. Yeah. And there's a lot of technical stuff that they have to get to working, right?
Sure.
You know. But then if you see them scrambling, that's when they're earning their money.
Stuff's gone wrong.
And I'm looking to my left right now, and I tell you what, there is a scrambling man.
Things are happening.
Right over there.
Oh, yeah.
He's working on it. So anyway, Tom's Watch Bar, A-Lene Casino. We're here till 7. Come on by, damn it. Coming up next, if this is Russell Wilson's final cook, what is his legacy? We're going to start there when we return on 105.1 The Fan.
Seahawks football is on The Fan.
Quick toss to JSN, then a throw to the far side by Charbonnet. Turns up the far sidelines, across midfield, inside the 40-yard line. A hook and ladder.
Join us all season long for Seahawks football.
The ball is intercepted. It's Wallen comes near side, knocked out of bounds. The first takeaway of the game by the Seahawks.
The Seahawks play here.
Holy catfish.
On the Fan Sports Network.
Now, here's a quick look at Portland traffic.
Traffic for your ride along northbound I-5 is stacking up. Conditions are heavy now from just past the Fremont Bridge all the way to the Interstate Bridge. I'm Kim Vestal with traffic.
This traffic report brought to you by
Moderna.
Mnexspike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna is now available and easy to find near you. To learn more, visit mnexspike.com. That's MNEXSPIKE.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
If Old Spice Deep Sea Super Hydration Body Wash were music, what would it sound like? Start with the deep sounds of Old Spice's ocean waves and kelp. Layer on the smooth, renewing moisture. You wouldn't hear any parabens or phthalates because Old Spice Deep Sea hasn't got any. But you would hear that vitamin B3 for healthier looking skin. So while your regular body wash sounds like this, Old Spice sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 503-207-6000. That's 503-207-6000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
You don't buy a car every day. If we're lucky, we get a new one every 5 years. It's one of those things that's stressful and a lot of the times confusing.
We did more research on how not to get scammed by a dealership than we did on the actual cars we were buying. But when you buy a car from Wilsonville Toyota, all of that stress about negotiating and double-checking every deal goes away.
You work with one person from start to finish, and they have over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. And when you find the car you want, the price you see is the price you get.
That's why their slogan is one person, one price, no bull.
Check out WilsonvilleToyota.com now.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with MyLowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and/or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at Lowes.com/terms, subject to change.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So hit it.
Hey, Seattle.
Mr. Unlimited. Broncos orange, let's ride.
This is Primetime with Isaac and Suk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
We're here at Tom's Watch Bar at A Casino. We'd like for you to come here and... Ooh.
Someone won something.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bros over there rolling dice.
I was going to say, we're right by some blackjacks and craps tables, so you do get the uproar every now and then, not from a game.
Yeah, I think it's going well over there.
Unless someone has the over-under on this race stoppage or whatever. We're from Bristol.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So they're playing craps over there. Anyway, yeah, it's a casino, so that's what they do here. Yeah. We'd like you to come on up, Green Bay, Washington, and then grab a beer.
Yeah.
And maybe even...
amongst other things.
2.
Yeah. Maybe some food.
Maybe
drop your kids off at the arcade and forget about it.
Suk said he's going to bet his $800 million that he's down from the Alabama loss on Oregon to beat Penn State.
It is sitting at 4.5 right now, and I do believe that before I leave here, I will be placing a decent chunk.
They're catching 4.5?
They're catching 4.5.
Still?
This will be my biggest bet of the year.
Even after the first 2 games?
That's what I'm seeing. 4.5. Looked at this morning, so I have not checked the sports book here. But this morning on odds, it's 4.5.
Wow. Well, they may not offer it yet.
Yeah, I'll see. But if that's what it is, then I am going to grab it because
that's awful high.
I feel very confident from what I've seen these first 2 weeks that Oregon is going to go in and handle Penn State.
So we're going to do some very hard-hitting sports talk.
Sports.
Because that's what we're known for.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about Xavier Leggett. And is he lying about his accent?
Old Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the best accent going in football right now.
It may be fake.
That's so disappointing.
But first, Russell Wilson, who is maybe on his last leg there already.
Well,
it's week 2.
It was not good, week 1. Dable gave the dreaded he's our quarterback for now. And Jackson Dart sitting there, Dable, by the way, is going to get fired at the end of the year without a big improvement in their record. So there is a belief that Russell Wilson's leash is really, really short at this point, especially after putting up 6 points in just a dreadful performance in Week 1.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably his last start. Let's be honest, because they're probably not going to beat Dallas. They're going to be 0-2.
Yeah.
There was already the whispers of Jackson Dart last week or this week.
Yeah.
He'll be in there next week, especially if Russell Wilson sucks.
It's only a matter of time. If this is the version of Russ that we're going to get, and not that it's the worst version, he was fine last year. I mean, like he was okay the second year in Denver. He was okay with his year in Pittsburgh, and this started off pretty rocky. I just think at this point, Russ is more Joe Flacco than he is a big-time starter in this league. And not that he can't play, and not that you can't win games with him, but he can't be the reason why you're winning games. He's not.
Have you seen the Giants' schedule? I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Dude, so Washington on the road, Dallas on the road, host Kansas City, host Chargers, then they go to New Orleans, and then they play Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco.
It's just brutal. So
maybe that's why they're not putting Jackson Dart in there.
It's possible. I mean, the Cowboys front was actually really good last week. Played well, and then Kansas City. If you had to say where he's going to start, I'll give you New Orleans, because sometimes if you're playing, although that's on the road, if you're playing a weak team or you're going into a bye, is a good time to make quarterback switches. But dumping him because he's not going to start against the Cowboys, dumping him against the Chiefs or Chargers,
that's tough.
I mean, God forbid it's Philly or Denver. I mean, the fronts that you're about to face, that's some nasty work. And Andrew Thomas is still beat up along your offensive line. I don't think he's playing this week. I don't think. This is just it's a tough road. But if you're Dable, you're backed into a corner because you're going to get fired. So you might as well go out with the rookie and see what he's got, because I'll bet you Russ has maybe one more game to provide some kind of spark. Maybe.
Yeah, so if that's it for Russ, because, he may not even be in the league next year. It's hard to say.
He wants to be a backup. I mean, he's what, 30? Oh,
I think he's 30.
Let's look at how old Russ
36?
is. So he's 30. He'll turn 37 in November.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is...
But, Flacco's still out there.
Well, that's why I said if he wants to be a backup, there is a place for Russell Wilson in this league as a competent backup. I'm just not certain he wants to go somewhere on a $6 or $7 million deal and just be a backup. I don't know if his pride would let him do that.
What is his legacy if this is it for him?
I think it's a little bit along that same guy that I just mentioned. I think it's like Joe Flacco. He made a lot of money. He made a lot of Pro Bowls. He won a Super Bowl. Should have won 2. I think the funky thing is, had he not thrown that pick against New England, he's a 2-time Super Bowl winner. And I think that ensures him of a Hall of Fame berth. I think he's a better version of Eli Manning. But
is he a Hall of Famer now?
I think it's borderline. I think he'll be a guy that from a number standpoint and an accolade standpoint, yes, Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer. But there's a lot of people that are going to look at him and be like, no, he will not be remembered as great. And the fact that it's 1 Super Bowl and not 2, I bring up Eli Manning. I think they're very similar in that way. And Russ, the way this has ended once he left Seattle, this is a damning blow, because he's been cast aside. Whereas Eli had the entire run there in New York and then got to bow out in that second Super Bowl. So I don't know. I don't know if he gets in, but I think he's a borderline guy.
I'm trying to think of other guys that won. Well, Ben won 2.
Yeah, when you win 2, you're in.
Yeah,
it just is.
So I'm looking at Football Reference, and they're saying career similar players. They do the players whose career was of similar quality and shape.
Yeah.
Career arc.
Yeah.
Cam Newton and Joe Montana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
the top 2 for Russell Wilson.
Like Russell Wilson,
pretty good company.
He's better than.
Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer? Because he's compared to Matt Ryan a lot on here.
Yeah, I mean, he won an MVP.
More of a Hall of Famer than Russell Wilson?
No, I don't think so.
So the Hall of Fame grade on Wilson is below average.
Below average?
Yeah.
And what about, do we know Matt Ryan's?
Oh.
I think there's just a big pocket of quarterbacks that are like that, and it's like, what do you value? Do you value winning? Russ won a lot of games in Seattle. How much of that was him? I think early on he was a product of a great defense. I think as it went on, there was a handful of years there where Russ was an elite quarterback. He was. And then he kind of got older, and he lost some athleticism. He lost a step, and he couldn't do it anymore by himself. And I also think that the Russ ego and the corniness, the Alex Rodriguez stuff, and it rubbed teammates the wrong way. The Sean Payton stuff about his own office, he didn't do himself any favors. I think had Russ been a little less worried about the Dange Witch and putting out this persona, I think it would have helped him in the legacy. But Russell Wilson is a really good quarterback, was a really good quarterback in this league for a long time. And I just don't think he will be remembered as fondly as he probably should be.
Okay, so on the quarterback Hall of Fame metric that Football Reference does, Tom's braids is number 1.
Sure.
Peyton Manning is number 2, and Aaron Rodgers is number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have Favre, Unitas, Montana, Breeze, Elway, Marino, Tarkenton, and Young.
Yeah.
Then so they have their own metric, okay?
Yeah.
So those numbers are all higher than average. Then they have the average Hall of Fame quarterback. He's after Steve Young.
Sure.
And then it's Matt Ryan.
Huh.
After him is Mahomes, Roethlisberger, Rivers, Bart Starr, Terry Bradshaw, and Russell Wilson.
Well, so I'm looking here, right? He's number 2 all-time in career passer rating, only behind Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
He's 15th in career passing yards.